What if everything you thought you knew about your favorite star was a lie? A shocking audio recording has just surfaced. Kim Se-ron alleges that Kim Soo-hyun bragged about sleeping with a top idol. The entertainment world is in turmoil. Join us now on Red Carpet Revealed as we dive into this jaw-dropping scandal and uncover every explosive detail. It started as an eerie whisper, barely heard over the noise of celebrity gossip. A cryptic post on a closed community board hinting at the fall of a major A-list star was quickly dismissed as internet drama. But within hours, a voice recording leaked. Not just any voice, but one that listeners identified as belonging to Kim Se-ron, a young actress who has been both celebrated and scrutinized throughout her turbulent career. What she said next would ignite an explosion that's still burning. In the hushed recording, her voice is fragile, like someone carrying a burden for far too long. "I'm really asking you for just one thing. I'm only saying this because I trust you. Please keep it secret. I used to date Soo Hyun. Sounds crazy, right?" With those words, the name Kim Soo Hyun, a superstar loved across Asia, entered the eye of the storm. Kim Se-ron reveals in the audio that she and Kim Soo Hyun allegedly began dating in middle school when she was just a teenager. She recounts how the two started seeing each other when she was in grade 8 and continued the relationship into her early university years. "The first time we did it was during winter break in 8th grade. Now looking back, I don't know if I can even call it consensual." The tension in her voice deepens as she reflects on the emotional scars, hinting at coercion, manipulation, and a toxic power imbalance. Soo Hyun and the people at Gold Medalist, they're terrifying. They can do anything. Her fear is palpable, not just of him, but of the system that shields him. The entertainment agency, Gold Medalist, which represents Kim Soo Hyun, is described as an entity that silences opposition and controls narratives. According to her, they hold enough power to destroy lives. Perhaps the most grotesque part of the audio is when Kim Se-ron describes a deeply personal betrayal. She alleges that Kim Soo-hyun sent her a photo of himself in bed with another woman, a calculated humiliation. But it wasn't just a one-time offense. He said the idols he had slept with smelled like seaweed. That's why he saved their names as Mi Yeok in his phone. To him, it was a joke. To her, and now to the world, it's a disgusting glimpse into a man with unchecked power and no regard for the dignity of the women around him. Everyone reacts the same way, she says bitterly. They call me crazy. They ask why I don't just shut up. Her words echo like a scream in a locked room. Throughout her career, Kim Se-ron has been painted in media as reckless, immature, even unstable. But in the wake of this leaked recording, a different narrative is forming, one of a young woman who was taken advantage of, then shamed into silence. This wasn't just gossip. This was a plea for help, one ignored by an industry that prioritizes profit and image over truth. The public's reaction was immediate and fierce. Within hours of the audio spreading, social media erupted with outrage, disbelief, and sorrow. Yeah, Justice for Se-ron, Expose Miyok, and Kim Soo-hyun scandal trended across Twitter, TikTok, and Korean forums. Some fans defended Kim Soo-hyun, questioning the authenticity of the recording, but others demanded immediate investigation, calling for him to step forward and explain the allegations. Critics argue that if the voices in the recording are proven to be real, this isn't just a scandal. It's criminal, involving potential statutory misconduct, emotional abuse, and cyber humiliation. The fact that Gold Medalist and Kim Soo-hyun have issued no statement, neither denial nor acknowledgement, has only fueled suspicion. Is silence a strategy, or is it guilt? Behind the headlines and hashtags lies a deeper issue: the toxic culture of silence in the Korean entertainment industry. Young stars are often trained from childhood, placed under intense pressure, and exposed to power dynamics that leave them vulnerable to exploitation. Kim Se-ron's alleged confession reveals the emotional toll of years spent navigating fame manipulation and trauma, while the world watched only her mistakes. As the leaked audio continues to spread like wildfire, media outlets remain in a frenzy, desperate to verify its authenticity. Analysts have already begun dissecting the voice, comparing it to Kim Se-ron's past interviews and public recordings. While an official forensic analysis has yet to be conducted, countless fans insist the voice is undeniably hers. The inflections, the tone, the trembling emotion, everything matches. Behind closed doors, conversations are escalating. Entertainment insiders are whispering of a cover-up operation. Some claim that gold medalist is already moving to suppress the scandal through legal channels, while others allege the agency is pressuring media outlets to wait for confirmation before publishing full reports. Still no legal action or public rebuttal has been taken, only a chilling silence that seems to confirm more than it denies. At the same time, online users are launching their own investigations. Screenshots from old fan meetings, behind the scenes footage, and archived social media posts are being re examined under a new lens. In one now viral clip, Kim Soo Hyun can be seen joking about dating in high school, which at the time was dismissed as lighthearted banter, but now every word is under scrutiny. And then there's Kim Se-ron herself. The young actress, whose image has long been plagued by controversies, is now the center of an unexpected public reckoning. Some remember her DUI scandal, her career hiatus, her emotional outbursts in interviews. But now a new picture is forming. One of a girl who may have been screaming for help in the only way she knew how, while the industry continued to vilify her. Her past mistakes, once weaponized against her, are now being seen as symptoms of trauma, of a girl forced into a world where power, silence, and manipulation reigned. She was crying out the whole time, one netizen wrote on Twitter, and we all laughed at her. Other users are calling for an apology not from her, but from the fans, the press, and the industry that ignored her. If she was telling the truth all along, then we all failed her. Another comment read, "And it's not just her. How many others like her are still suffering quietly?" The scandal has also reignited the ongoing debate about abuse of power in K entertainment. The structure of agencies where young actors and idols are often bound by long-term restrictive contracts creates a breeding ground for exploitation. Mental health struggles, sexual coercion, and toxic hierarchies are often swept under the rug in the name of maintaining a clean public image. The alleged behaviors of Kim Soo Hyun, if proven true, would not be an isolated case, but a symptom of a broken system that has enabled stars to act without consequence, shielded by money, fame, and fear. Public pressure is mounting. Feminist organizations, youth advocacy groups, and even some celebrities are now calling for an independent investigation. Petitions demanding answers from gold medalists and industry watchdogs are gathering tens of thousands of signatures. The court of public opinion is no longer content with silence. It wants accountability. And still, Kim Soo Hyun has said nothing. The longer the silence drags on, the more damning it becomes. What was once disbelief has turned to suspicion and now outrage. His name, once synonymous with charm and talent, is now being spoken with anger and betrayal. Fans have begun unfollowing his accounts, burning merchandise, and deleting decades of admiration. A once golden career is now hanging by a thread. And as for Kim Se-ron, whether she chooses to speak publicly or not, the tides may finally be turning. Her voice, once buried under shame and scandal, has forced the world to look at the darkness that hides behind red carpets and photo ops. Well, this story isn't over. In fact, it may have just begun. Because once a secret like this escapes into the world, there's no going back. And no matter who tries to bury it, one truth remains. The world is listening now.